Hi, I'm Wendy from Shiny Happy World, and in this video I'm going to show you how to put together this fox applique block. So this is one of the blocks in the Woodland Critters applique pattern that includes a whole bunch of different animals, but you can also get it just on its own, just the fox pattern. It's the Fergal fox pattern, and both of those are available in the shop at shinyhappyworld.com. Here's how to make him. Okay, so I've got all of the fox pieces cut out, prepared, ready to assemble. So this is the video showing how to do this without a light box, which means I've needed to transfer the markings from the from the paper side of the fusible adhesive to the fabric side. So I am not going to do the eyelashes on this one. I'm going to make this one a boy fox. So I'm going to skip those, but if you wanted to do the eyelashes, you would want to transfer them as well. So now I am going to get started assembling. So I always start, I'm going to do this what I call snapshot style as opposed to emoji style. All of the animals in this quilt are going to be snapshot style. So I am going to start with the neck piece, which is the one that goes off the bottom edge of the block as if it's being cropped in the frame. So the edge, that cut edge, is going to be in my seam allowance. So I'm going to start there. If you want to do your fox emoji style, so just the head floating in the middle of the block, just leave the neck piece off. So next up, I'm going to put the face on. This one is a little bit tricky to assemble just because the whiskery side pieces can get a little bit weird. So I don't know yet exactly where that's going to go. So I'm just going to kind of center it on the neck, and I may need to adjust it once I get the first whiskers in. So I'm going to put in the first one here, and they're going to cover up. I need it to cover both the chalk lines on both pieces. And so I need to actually tuck this down just a smidge more. And that's what I meant about I don't know exactly where it's going to go until I get these pieces in place. There we go. And now the other one should go in no problem. There, that covers that nicely. And now just to double check, I'm going to make sure that I've got these not too far apart so that the nose will cover both of those pieces. And it does. So that is going to be beautiful. Okay, now he needs some ears. And we just tuck those behind the head until that line that you transferred is covered up, and then you know you've got good coverage. And then we're going to do the ear on the other side. There we go. And now all we need are his eyes. And there's one. And two. Make sure those are straight up and down. All right, now I'm going to carefully lift this up, take it over to my ironing board. I'm going to fuse everything down according to, you just use the directions that are on the fusible adhesive you are using. I use Heat and Bond Light for all of my quilts. Then I'll do all of the outline stitching, and I will bring it back and show you the finished fox and also some other color combinations that I did. All right, here is the finished fox with all of the outline stitching done. I also added catch lights to his eyes. I just used a little bit of white fabric paint to give it like a little bit of light to his eyes. But I wanted to show you a couple of other colors that I did. So this one uses the Animal Kingdom Blenders collection that is in my Spoonflower shop. And the background block is from the Avocado Blenders collection. And I did the whole quilt sample for the Woodland Critters quilt. I used all different avocado blenders for the background and all different natural colors from the Animal Kingdom color collection for the animals. So it all goes together. But here's another different look. So this one also uses the Animal Kingdom, so it's a very realistic colored fox, but the background block is from the Farmer's Market solid quilt blocks. You can get these, I've got them with the quilt lines pre-printed on the fabric, so you can just follow the lines, which is a great way to do it if you're new to this kind of doodle quilting that I have. And I have one more version that I did of this guy. So this one is more of a fantasy version. So instead of the more realistic kind of rusty red, this one is in a colorful orange, and the background block is, so basically it is the reverse. So this one, the color palette for the background is what the farmer's market palette, where I've taken all of the shades of colors from fruits and vegetables, and the Animal Kingdom palette is all realistic animal colors. This is a quilt that I'm working on that uses the reverse of that. So all of the background blocks are from the Animal Kingdom palette, and the animals are all tone on tone, all of monochrome from the Farmer's Market color palette. So just a fun, different twist on that fox pattern. I love seeing how to do things, how they look very different when you use different fabrics and different colors. So I'm Wendy from Shiny Happy World, and this is the fox pattern.